As serial entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk so rightly said it, nobody will remember you for your net worth. He has always been a huge advocate of providing value to others, even if it's for free, as people will remember how you made them feel rather than what you sold them. And his business model has made him a multi-millionaire. Gary Vee seems to have cracked the code on how to make money and become successful, even if you do not have any money to begin with. Today we are answering the question, how to start even if you don't have any money. Since the lack of money can be a great deterrent for a lot of people, it is important to showcase that you can still be successful even if you start at ground zero. Just because we might not have the money or other resources to get started on our journey to success, it doesn't mean that it's too late for us. In fact, there are many successful people out there who got their start under less than ideal circumstances. For example, Oprah Winfrey started her career in media working at a radio station in Nashville, Tennessee, and eventually took over one of the only African American talk shows on national television. Likewise, J.K. Rowling struggled with poverty before she wrote the Harry Potter books and became one of the most iconic authors of all time. No matter what situation we find ourselves in, we all have the power to turn failure into success. In this video, we will explore 5 key ways that can help you to cultivate that power and pave the ways to success even if you don't have the money or the resources. This is not about generating ideas for businesses or making loan applications, but rather taking the necessary steps to fully change your life, not just aspects of it, and achieve ultimate success. How are they powerful, you may ask? Well, the reason is actually very simple. If you understand the importance of these elements, you are able to use them in lieu of money in order to have a successful life. Any one or combination of multiple of these powerful elements can guarantee to make all of your dreams come true and live life to its fullest potential, provided you use these appropriately. So let's start with the first element. Number 5, the power of time. This is the most important and most valuable commodity you have, even more important than money. It has been observed that the number one thing that all successful people have in common is the fact that they invested time in whatever they were passionate about. With that time invested, they managed to turn their skill or talent into a successful business or career. As the famous saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. And nothing worthwhile will be coming easily to you. So if you truly want to be successful, you have to dedicate the time needed in order to work towards it. Also, it is important to note that how much time you are willing to dedicate to work on changing your life will also dictate how fast you achieve success. Some of the richest entrepreneurs out there have worked 80+ hour work weeks at the beginning with little to no help. The bottom line is, success doesn't come easy. And there is no such thing as luck. Although luck may play a part, you can't solely rely on it. However, what is there and is tangible and can be used in order to achieve success is time. The more time you invest, the greater the return will be. Number 4, the power of skill. With time being the most important commodity that you can invest, there comes the question, what are you going to do with that time? What do you put that time towards? The answer is pretty simple. You build skills. Whether you went to college or not, whether you are just a teenager or you're in your mid-30s or 40s, it is never too late to build the skills you need in order to become successful. What skills should I develop, you may ask? While certain skills such as time management, finance, and money management are imperative regardless of your career path, there are certain skills that may differ from one person to another. For example, Oprah Winfrey's public speaking skills were the ones that helped her to achieve success. Gary Vee used his marketing skills to become a successful entrepreneur. J.K. Rowling and Stephen King have used their storytelling skills to become successful writers that the whole world is looking up to. Depending on what you're most passionate about, you can go learn and develop the skills needed to become successful in that field. And the best part is, you do not need money to educate yourself. We live in the best era ever, the information era. The knowledge of the entire world is literally at your fingertips if you just open Google and search for it. With technology so evolved and phones so smart that you can access information from anywhere in the world, there is no excuse for not learning and developing constantly. So if you want to make a career out of coding, you can learn that for free online. If you want to start your own dropshipping business, again, the online world will provide you with answers to all of your questions for free. Whatever your passion is, you can always find more information about it online and develop your skills so that you can achieve success. Number 3, the power of resilience. So you have the skills and you are willing to invest your free time to become successful. What now? For how long do you have to do this until you actually see results? As we said in the first point, the more time you invest, the greater the return will be. Obviously, there will be obstacles and hurdles that you will need to get past, and that is where resilience comes into play. Resilience is the pillar that holds together the time and skill you're willing to invest in your dream. Some of the most successful people out there didn't fulfill their dreams just because they were lucky or extremely skilled, but rather because they never gave up. Resilience is single-handedly one of the most important characteristics to have if you want to be successful in life. It isn't about being the smartest, it isn't just about who you know, and it sure isn't about relying on luck. It's about the ability to go through hardship and still have the will to keep moving forward. Resilience is not the absence of pain. You will go through pain. You will go through failure if you're attempting to do something worth doing. It's just the reality. Being resilient doesn't mean succeeding on your first or second try. You may come up short on the third attempt. By the fourth and the fifth try, you will probably be tired. You may be covered in dirt from falling down over and over, but eventually, you will succeed. Resilience is saying, I am already in pain, I am already afraid, I may as well keep on going. Number 2, the power of purpose. Generally, purpose is a belief that your life matters and that you make a difference. It is a sense of being guided by meaningful values and goals. Purpose can be related to families or parenting, career, religion, activism, artistic pursuits, or other contributions to community. In Japanese, the word ikigai describes a reason for being or a reason to wake up in the morning. Basically, in a nutshell, purpose is what gets you out of bed in the morning and excited for the day ahead. You feel like you don't have a reason or a purpose figured out yet? Don't worry. We have an amazing formula from bluezones.com that can help you figure out your purpose or at least some of your life goals. Take out a napkin and jot this formula for purpose. G plus P plus V equals C. Are you using your most enjoyed gifts on the things that you feel passionate about in an environment that fits your values? If not, it's time to go back to square one and figure this out. Without a clear purpose, it is extremely hard to stay resilient in the face of adversity. So figuring out your goals and purpose is imperative if you want to become successful. Number 1, the power of a positive mindset. A lot of people confuse positivity and optimism with stupidity, but this is far from the truth. Being positive and optimistic is not about ignoring what is going wrong in your life, but rather actively choosing every day to be a fighter rather than a victim. Positivity is all about seeing reality for what it is, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and instead of lingering on the bad stuff and throwing yourself a pity party, you choose to change it for the better. Many times, people confuse being optimistic with being delusional or naive. They're so afraid of the disappointment that comes on the other side of losing or being wrong that they dismiss optimism as something fluffy or silly. The truth is, optimism is extremely practical. How do you expect to accomplish any big goal if you're already looking for all of the reasons why it won't work? Isn't it more productive to believe that there's a chance you can do it or that it will work out, even if it doesn't work out? Doesn't it make more sense to focus on the next steps you can take in the right direction? Either way you look at it, being optimistic helps you focus on the opportunities instead of dwelling on the losses. When you're grateful for the opportunity to even try at something in the first place, it makes the process more enjoyable. When you enjoy what you're doing, it's more likely that you'll stick with it long enough to see the results. That's why if you've got a big goal, being optimistic is one of the most practical things you can do to give yourself the best chance of reaching it. The road to success is tough and full of obstacles. While money is a great commodity to have when you're starting, it won't necessarily make that road easier. But if you put in the time and skill, if you're resilient and optimistic and you believe in your purpose, you are guaranteed success. These 5 elements that we've talked about in this video may seem insignificant in the face of money, but they hold tremendous power. If you understand their importance and learn to use them accordingly, you can attain success without ever needing money. Thank you for watching this video. Let us know in the comments section below what is the #1 thing you believe you need in order to achieve success. Is it one of the 5 elements we discussed in this video, or is it something else? We hope we have inspired you with this video to go and follow your dreams and become successful despite all the odds. And as always, if you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time we post a new video. See you in our next video.